Hey guys, welcome back to another E30 Crew video. Today we'll be doing our first attempt at the Haunted House of Helm one-shot campaign, which we're playing this using an AI Oracle, and this is a solo uh, one-shot with no DM. I'll be kind of co-DMing it. Now, what you're looking at on the top left is our Oracle. On the center right is the picture of the Haunted House of Helm, and then on the right, far right corner is my ongoing journal, which will document everything that's significant and important to track for this story. Because from what I understand, doing a solo D&D session, it's really important to journal and take notes of practically everything. And then on the bottom right is my character sheet of our character for the story, Garrett, who's a human rogue with an haunted one background, which kind of fits suitably for this story. And these are his ability scores. And I will try to stream tonight. This specific record won't last too long. I don't have much time on my hands right now, so this might be 15, 20 minutes at best. But on the left, but on the bottom left in front of the 830 crew, we'll see if people join, the stream on Twitch. We'll see Chad and occasional, if someone follows, we'll see them following. So, with those introductions out of the way, you can see the journal. We have our basic story set. It's in the village of Everton. The once benevolent Evergloom Manor now broods with malevolent violence. Its rooms and hallways shapeshifting unpredictably. What was the heart of the community has become its bane, with insidious presence within causing decay to encroach upon the village's borders. The villagers steer clear of the haunted estate, while the mayor desperately seeks a hero to discover the root of the manor's possession and halt its malignant spread before it consumes Everton entirely. This house, much larger on the inside than it appears, promises a twisted journey through its ever-changing interior, filled with remnants of its cursed past and an evil that threatens to unmake the very fabric of the town. Uh, and the date right here is actually the date right I'm recording this. So we'll just. I know I've seen sessions of D&D where people use the fictional dates past much earlier in the years, but I'm just going to use this to help me keep track of the journal. But so the first very thing Garrett is up to is he's currently outside, currently on the outskirts. Well, he's outside. That's obvious, but he's on the outskirts of Everton. So. Uh, the oracle we have here, these are the instructions that Oracle has been given to keep things simple. You can probably just barely see it. Let me shift back here just a hair. Let's see. If you guys can tell, I apologize if it's really small, but it says basically your role, which is the GPT's role. You're a simple Oracle generator for D&D 5e. I will enter a request. You generate an outcome per my request. Keep your outcomes very simple and short and vague. Simple, short, and vague. Reply in first person as the character. My requests relate to any aspect, rules, and mechanics of D&D 5e. This is for a solo campaign with no DM. I will handle the narrative. Lore D&D 5e basic rules. I should say rules book. My character Garrett, human rogue, haunted one background. So that's the catalyst for our oracle, and it has been revised hundreds of times. I can never find a good suitable prompt or instruction, but we're going to go with it because I want to get the start. I'm so eager to try it out. So because the oracle only knows that um, this is Garrett, doesn't know the essential story, I really have to treat this like an oracle. So let's see. This is my first big time really doing a solo campaign by myself without an AI DM controlling every aspect of the adventure. So let's go ahead and just see. Well, I want to first assume Garrett, like you said, he's on the outskirts of Everton. And what is he looking at? Let's see. The time of day, first off. Time of day outside a village of Everton. Let's see. Time of day. The dust creeps in, casting long shadows. That is perfect. So It is dusk. Okay, casting shadow. All right. So I know it's a village. Let's see. What is ahead of me? Or should I say, what part of the village can I see? Oh, I see the humble market square, quiet and nearly deserted. So remember, this doesn't know it has the whole haunted story. It's quite a guess. Okay, so we are on the path to the market square. Alright, so this is where I'm going to take control. I might miss a lot of capitals. I apologize, but I'm typing really, trying to keep, I'm really not worried about punctuation, capital, etc. It's dusk on the path to the market square. So Garrett, let's say Garrett is walking in fairly slowly. I'm going to, let's roll to see if Garrett knows about the, even though we know about the mansion, let's see if Garrett knows about the situation. So we'll do a d6. Um, I'm sorry, we'll do a d4 if you guys can see it or not. Uh, 1 and 2 is that he does know that there's that of the haunted mansion. 3, 4, it says that he. I'm sorry. 1 and 2 is that he does know. 3 and 4 is that he doesn't. So he does know about. Okay, so Garrett knows about the haunted mansion, but let's see. How well does he know about it? Let's say that if we're building our own rules here, help me make a table for our character having knowledge of. Well, so I'm trying to figure out what we can do here. Help me make a table for odds. Let's see, 1 through 6, 1 and 2 equals not likely, 3 through 4 equals some knowledge, possibly, and then 5 through 6 equals likely. All right, so this will be, I could have just typed that out, but we'll carry this in to our notes here. This is our odds 1d6 roll, and then for yes and no, we'll do 1 through 2. For yes and no, let's see, we'll do 1 through 2. This is one yes and no 1d4 roll. 1d4. 1 through 2 is no. 3 through 4 is yes. And we can evolve this over time, but I'm going to keep it simple like that. Uh, so Garrett knows about the haunted mansion. Now, if he knows about it, then he has a reason for being here. I'm a rogue, so I'm going to assume it's for the money. I don't think it's for the for the reputation or anything. Being a rogue or because Garrett has the haunted background. Let's see if GPT can give us a. Um, can you give Garrett a simple backstory that relates to his Haunted One background, a paragraph or less. Something about a ghost or spirit. Because I'm thinking that can give Garrett some empathy for the town's haunted mansion of the Helm. All right, so let's go back to let's make a character section here. We have character backstory. We'll do, let's have GPT read it out to us.
In the dead of night, years past, a wailing spirit visited my slumber. 'Twas the ghost of a forgotten mage, ensnared by a cursed grimoire that once lay in my possession. The spirit's mournful tale etched into my soul, guiding me towards a path of redemption and knowledge, seeking to undo the chains of its eternal torment.
Let's modify this and say, modify it so that an evil spirit scarred me for life, led me down a path of darkness and redemption. It maybe took a loved one away from me, etc.
A sinister spectre, born of darkness and malice, once marked me and claimed the life of my dearest friend.
Okay.
Its chilling grasp left a scar not seen, but deeply felt, propelling me onto a twisted path, seeking both vengeance and salvation, to confront the malevolence that haunts me to this very day.
I love it. Okay, so that one's pretty darn good. We'll put it right here in our notes. Give some space here. Okay, so a sinister specter born of darkness and malice once marked me and claimed the life of my dearest friend. Its chilling grasp left a scar, not seen but deeply felt, propelling me onto a twisted path seeking both vengeance and salvation. The confront, the confront, to confront the malevolence that haunts me to this day. And then we have our roles here, which these will evolve as we go. Remember, I'm learning as we're doing this because this is my first time doing a real solo campaign using. I've done previous videos testing out oracles, but this is just trying to refine my prompt. This is like an actual. I'm trying to do a one shot. Okay, so Garrett has a haunted background. He's aware of that. So there's a level of empathy here. Now, I don't think we have to read the roll for that. That's just generally Garrett has empathy for the town's situation. But there's a button there because is he doing this for gold? He sees this, Garrett has a reputation, has the knowledge of fighting spirits, etc. Let's put that in. Garrett has history and experience with spirits, etc. Even though probably don't have any arcana. Let's check that out because we still have the character sheet we got to interact with. But +1, so decent. Um, is Garrett doing it for the coin, for the gold? Let's see. Like he sees this as an opportunity to make money for himself. If Okay, I'm gonna say if it's a no, then he's doing it for self-preservation. He's doing it for himself, for redemption, or just a way to try to find the actual spirit that killed took his dearest friend. If it's yes, then he's doing it for the gold. All right, 2. So no. So what we do is we find out why he's not doing it for the gold. Let's see, we can take out the but. He has empathy for the town situation. That's fairly vague. I am not here to solve a problem. Well, okay, no, the oracle won't count because that doesn't that go that. Sorry, doesn't go that deep. It's likely I'm here for. All right, let's roll for the odds that let's say is Garrett here because he knows someone, or maybe he knows this place. Let's roll for d6 on that. So Garrett, does he know this place? Has he been here before? 3, which is possibly. So Garrett has been here before. Garrett has been here before. Has been to Everton before. Okay. Now that's actually a pretty significant reveal. Let's highlight that. I'm going to try to highlight names and locations, etc., but if I forget, then that's my apologies. But so we know that Garrett has he knows about the haunted mansion. He has a haunted background. He has empathy for the town situation, which is something I kind of made up myself. Probably could have used an oracle on that one, but Garrett has history and experience with spirits. But I mean, that's kind of relevant. Maybe because he's older now, and the whole situation with his backstory happened when he was younger. So he has experience. He just generally has experience. Now I'll make that in bold. His experience. I should get that in bold, but yeah, Garrett has experience has been to Everton before. Now, why was he at Everton? Was this related to his uh, childhood or his backstory? Was it related to his incident with his dearest friend? We'll roll d4 for that, which will be yes or no. Was it related to his childhood? 3. Yes. Okay. So Garrett was. Let's unhighlight. Actually, this is very important. Garrett was to Everton before. I'm sorry, we already put that in. Oh my gosh. Okay, I forgot. I lost my train of thought. Okay, this him Garrett. Sorry, visiting Everton is related to the past incident of when he lost his friend to a evil, just vaguely an evil spirit. Okay. I'm gonna actually unhighlight that because I don't. That's gonna become a. I'm gonna highlight this. Boop. Okay, Everton. Keep like that. Visiting Everton is related to his past. Okay, so it's obvious. We don't need to roll. It's obvious that Garrett has never found his friend, and maybe because. All right, so let's see. Let's jump to the Oracle here. We see the market. Um, Garrett has visited Everton is related to the past incident of when he lost his friend to this evil spirit, to an evil spirit. Okay, let's just say, where is the mayor of the village? Let's see the oracle spits out. The mayor
The
dwells
mayor
in the
dwells in a modest abode, veiled by the ancient oak at the village's edge.
modest abode. Okay, so he's the modest abode, whatever that means. The mayor, we're looking for the mayor. Is the mayor is I do not know. what that is. Is that his home? Sanctuary Swords, Burdens. Okay, the mayor is at home. I'm sorry, there's just some things that just fly right over my head. The mayor is at home, and it's almost dusk, or it is dusk. So, can I make my way to the mayor's? Let's see, without distractions. Is the village quiet enough without raising suspicion? The mayor, the mil, the village is still fuss. I pass unnoticed a shadow among shadows. Okay, so as let's see. Well, okay, let's do a check here because the village is vacant. There's no one outside, so there is nobody outside. The streets are barren. Okay, the village is vacant. The village is I should say the streets are empty. So it's I have a clear route for the mayor's house. It is late, but as a rogue, I probably don't see that as an issue. All right, we have two possibilities here. Let's say that Garrett arrives to the mayor's. All right, hold on a second. We need some conflict here. It's too easy. This is too easy getting into this very desolate town. There's nobody around. I have a feeling something can happen. So let's go ahead and roll for a possible conflict. Let's say that somebody stops us. So we'll roll our d4 method. Yes or no. Nobody stops us. We rolled a 1. Okay. Is anybody watching us? Let's inquire about that. We'll do the 1d6 for this. 4. Possibly. Okay, so somebody is possibly watching us. Who would be watching us at this time of night, at dusk? If it's a small village, let's ask the Oracle, how big is this village? How many villagers live here?
The village is small, home to perhaps 100 souls or fewer.
Okay, so 100, 100 or so villagers live in Everton, which is actually a decent amount of people for a village. It's like, imagine it's just kind of spread out through the forest, and the mansion is going to be, the haunted house of the Helm is going to be near the edge. Okay, this is just a detail. I'm going to highlight that. Oop, okay. So somebody's possibly watching us, but they haven't approached us, which was our no roll earlier. Now, let's say Garrett looks around. I'm going to do a investigation or perception check, actually. Let's do a perception check to see what's watching us exactly. So we have +1 on that. Sorry, we have a... No, we have +4. I was looking at persuasion. +4, that's our proficiency bonus. Okay. Garrett, let's unhighlight, shall we? Garrett looks around. Perception check. Where I see Oracle, I need a DC for a perception check. Garrett is looking around, suspicious that somebody is watching him.
Set the DC at 15 for a moderate challenge to your perception.
Okay, so we have a 15 difficulty, which is pretty decent. Let's roll for that and see what happens. We roll a 9, we have a 13, so I fail to spot anybody, but at that point, let's see. Let's see the Oracle can kind of give us a follow-up on that. I rolled a 13. How does Garrett make sense of the situation? Of this inkling he has that there is somebody nearby.
Garrett senses a presence, elusive and fleeting,
Okay.
but cannot discern its source. He remains on guard, wary of unseen eyes.
So 13 to DC 15. So I'm going to copy what our Oracle told us, that Garrett senses a presence, elusive and fleeting, but cannot discern its source. He remains on guard, wary of its unseen eyes. So this could be the spirit, from a DM standpoint, thinking as a DM, this could be the spirit overtaking the village, slowly decaying everything around it, while also making its presence known. So naturally, Garrett has that feeling, or that experience with the same spirit, possibly from the past, and he knows it's around. That's why we can't really see it. But uh, let's go ahead and say we've already took care of that moment. Let's have Garrett walk up to the mayor's house. So Garrett walks up to the mayor's front door. Nothing really significant should happen for that. Just walking up to the front door. Is anybody home? So, oh yeah, that's another roll. We'll do the usual. Well, for this one, there's two possibilities. We can do yes or no roll, or we can do not likely, possibly, or likely, and then like say how we know he's home. Um, let's roll a 1d6 for this. That gives a little more variety. I'm starting to lean towards 1d6 more often. Yes and no is fine for certain situations, but 1d6 gives us a little more creativity for the story. 1d6, we rolled a 2, so he's not likely home. Okay. So Garrett notices that the mayor is, or may not be home. Not is not home, but may not be home. Let's look around to see if there's are any candles on, if there's any light coming through the windows. Um, we'll roll. This might be an Oracle question, or I don't know. I'm starting to see the Oracle as more of a tool for DC checks and encounters and interactions with NPCs. So let's write that down. Let's say, let's go back to the top here. Let's keep the rolls in reach for our journal. Oracle use mostly for, let's see, skill checks, encounters, which we will hopefully get to, and then dialogue, NPCs. All right. back this. Oh, sorry about that. Space. That was the space part. Okay. Garrett notices the mayor may not be home. So he notices the mayor may not be home. Let's do a roll to see if can Garrett see any lights. I'm sorry, any lights coming from the. This would be a 1d4 from the interior of the house. 1. There are no lights on. There are no light source from inside the house. Okay. Can Garrett try the door? All right. I want to open a door, or I want to see if a door is locked. The mayor's house. He doesn't seem to be home. Let's see what the oracle says.
I approach and test the door with a gentle touch, careful to not betray my presence.
Is the door locked? I probably should just ask. Well, I give us some context, I guess.
Fate whispers, the door is indeed locked.
Okay, the door's locked. The front door is locked. Okay. Where could the mayor be? I look around. Okay, Garrett's looking around. Looks around. Is there anybody watching? Let's do the 1d6 for this. So and I have to always remember that the higher value, the better. 1d6. 2. Not likely anybody around. Okay. Not doesn't see anybody around. I'm going to decide that Garrett knocks on the door. On the door slowly. This can either be an oracle question or we can do a roll for this. So does the mayor or anybody answer the door? Let's roll a yes or no for this one. Oh my gosh. 4. So that's a yes. Okay. Somebody answers the door. Is it the mayor? We'll do a 1d4 once again. No, it's not the mayor. Okay, do I have the wrong house? It's not the mayor. Now let's go to the oracle to see who is this. Or, okay, no. Trying to refrain from these oracle too much. If it's not the mayor, I'm going to just simply ask. I'm going to say, Garrett says, it's a stranger for now, so we'll just say stranger. Sorry, I thought the mayor was home. Now, all right, who's Garrett looking at? Who is this? Is it the mayor's kid, the wife, father, mother, grandfather, etc.? Let's see. Let's do a table. Let's do a 1d6 table for relatives, family of the mayor. But exclude the mayor. And then we'll roll.
Roll your fate. 1.
All right, we'll turn off the voice because there's a lot. We'll roll 4d6 except for the six. That kind of defeats the. It kind of counteracts. Hold on. It has to be some person. Some. Well, hold on. Yeah, some person. No kin in sight. It has to be a family relative or a person. There we go. Okay. So we're gonna roll a six to see who answered the door. One, the spouse. Okay, that's what I was originally assuming. They're worried. Okay, we'll ignore that. All right. The spouse answers the door. The spouse answers the door. Now we're reaching dialogue. I was originally looking, hoping the mayor would answer the door. He isn't home. His spouse answered. I asked her, or I originally said, sorry, I thought the mayor was home. How does she okay, you know what? Let's subtract that. I'm going to say, does she respond negatively, positively, worried? Let's say she's, okay, spouse. It was the spouse. 1d6 table for her possible reaction to seeing me at dusk asking for the mayor's whereabouts. Not that. Whoops. No, 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 no. Control Z. Where are you? Whereabouts. Fearful, blah, blah, blah. Okay, D6. We'll do the D6 again. 1. Fearful. She retreats, securing the door. Oh my gosh. Okay, she slammed the door on us. Let's just assume that. In fear, she slams the door. This does fit the theme that the whole town is just on edge because of the evil spirit. So she slams the door, seeing me with my overcoat, or I'm wearing my rogue outfit. So I'm standing there, the door slammed right in front of my face, and it's like an inch away. So think of like Ace Ventura when he Ace just slams the door on the homeowner or on the landlord. Um, I step back and I'm gonna. This is a simple roll, but I'm gonna roll a 1d4 to see if I can clearly hear her locking the door, like the chain and the latches and all that. No, I don't hear her lock the door at all. Okay, but I see, but I don't hear her lock the door. Let's save this. I almost forgot to save. Okay, so ladies and gentlemen, and all viewers of all types, this has been really eventful, and I really enjoyed it. But I have to go here soon, so I'm gonna conclude this episode of the Haunted House of the Helm. And where we left off, obviously, we tried to see the mayor was home, but his unnamed spouse, has slammed the door in our face after even we just said a word, or that might have been my screw up on the narrative. I just was standing there, and she slams the door. So, or because I mentioned the mayor, he then slams the door. So, yeah. Hopefully, there tonight we'll do a follow. We'll do a next continuation of this point, and we will actually try to stream it, hoping to get some viewers and some interactions. So, and so far the system's working. I mean, I do like how the Oracle can make us a D6 or so list, and we already have our basics here, odds, and these are very simple rolls compared to, for example, I think it's called Mystic, which is a emulator of sorts. I've never read it, but I've seen pages of it. These are so simple compared to the Mystic or Mythic engine that I think it's either Mythic or Mystic. Mythic. Okay, I have it on the side there. So, but yeah, it's working so far. But for now, that's it for this video, and I'll see you guys next time on the 30 Crew. I'm Lex, signing off.